So the draft is Thursday, February 9th. I want to say, is that the day?
10th. What's
The
today?
10th, February 10th. I'm sorry.
10th. Yeah.
February 10th is the draft day. You have Team Durant, Team James voting off against each other. But here on the Hot Box Talk, we do think a little bit differently here. So we have our teams, Team Lil and Team Corey. Right now, we will do ourselves a live all-star draft. Team Lil has the first pick of the litter. For starters, who is your very first overall pick in the 2022 NBA draft?
I gotta stay consistent. I had a fantasy draft at the beginning of this current NBA season, and I was luckily enough to get voted to be the commissioner, meaning I had the first pick. And with my first pick, I'm taking Steph Curry, man. I still think he's the best player in the world. I know he's been in a slump lately, but he's still Chef Curry. He still pulls up, in the words of Stephen A. Smith, he still pulls up from 30. He still attracts all five sets of eyes when he's on the court. And I want him leading my offense on the big game on Sunday.
Yeah, so you take Steph Curry. I like that pick, very first pick overall. You know where I'm going. Not going against the grain. I'm gonna shout my guy out first time. Hopefully, first of many. My first overall pick. Hopefully, first of many. My first overall pick is the guy, the one, the only, Big 12, Ja Morant.
Bold. Shout out Ja. I mean, he's definitely going to be in the All-Star game probably for the rest of his prime, probably the rest of his career. Honestly, this will definitely be the first of many. But damn, I'm gonna have to go ahead and with the third overall pick, I'm going to select the guy that I could have swore Corey. I thought he was going to take second overall, but I am so happy to have him on my team. He actually plays for my team. We have a big game against the Milwaukee Bucks tonight. Going to go with my guy, the kid from Akron. Shout out Shannon Sharp, LeBron James.
You choose LeBron James, so now you have that dynamic, that Dre dream scenario that most Lakers fans have been dreaming of for a long time of Steph Curry and LeBron James playing with each other. It's nice. I like that team right now. But with my next overall pick, I'm going to go with the freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo, to take him and Ja, the two highest scoring players in the paint, together will dominate the paint in the All-Star game in this game. So who is your next pick?
That's a great pick. Shout out Giannis. You put me in a tough spot because I thought you were gonna I know you were gonna go Giannis there. I'm going with the fifth overall pick. I'm going to take a guy who I talk a lot of trash about, but is a great player. I don't talk a lot of trash about him. I just a guy that I think deserves more respect in the mass media of sports. Gonna go with the Joker, the reigning MVP, Nikola Jokic. That's a crazy big three of Steph, LeBron, and Jokic. Holy shit! I wish that could happen for the Lakers one day. But yeah, welcome to the squad, Jokic.
Yeah, that is a really nice big three right there. I will not lie. It's Steph, LeBron, Jokic, the passing, the shooting. I can see it all in that team. But with my next pick in the 2022 NBA All-Star Draft, I've been thinking about this move for a long time now. If anybody knows me, they've known I'm thinking about this move happening, and it might just happen in
Oh
2023,
no! Don't take
or
him.
it may be or it may be 24. Whenever it happens, it could be him or it could be his teammate. But just to get a little trial run, like why not the biggest game? Gonna take the Duke Blue Devil himself, Jayson Tatum, to add to the team of Giannis and Ja. Jayson Tatum adds that shooting that we probably need on this team. So I'm going to rock with JT and see how the trial run goes between him and Ja, possibly JT to Memphis 2023. I've been pushing this agenda for a long time, and I hope it sticks. But that is my next pick. Who is yours?
A topic we have to talk about in the future episode are these rumors circulating that LeBron will leave us for whatever team his son gets drafted by in the event that his son gets drafted. Quick note, quick foreshadow to that episode. You said Tatum, made me think of that. In the event that LeBron does not want to fully commit to the Lakers. Jayson Tatum, is he available? I got the best player in the league, arguably still doesn't want to be on the team. Can I get a young phenom for him? We'll talk about that later. Jayson Tatum is my favorite player, as you know, if the fans didn't know. So I'm sick that you took him. But with the 7th overall pick, Steph, LeBron, Jokic. I don't need another big, so I'm gonna hand you Embiid on a on a silver platter because I am going to take. Who am I going to take? Who am I going to take? I have no clue. I actually am going to take Joel Embiid. I trolled you. I'm going to take Joel Embiid, the process himself. Welcome to the squad, bro. We banging all night. You and Jokic.
Now, you put me in a very tough situation here because I do not want to take another point guard, and especially another small point guard. And Trey, I'm not taking Andrew Wiggins to fit on this team. So I do think, why not? Let me go ahead and get myself a former 2 guard from the Chicago Bulls, playing his probably best basketball ever. I mean, close.
No debate. This is the best DeMar DeRozan I've ever seen.
Yeah, back-to-back buzzer beaters in consecutive games on consecutive days, never been done by any player before. So shout out that guy and my next pick, DeMar DeRozan.
Now, this is when things get tricky because I remember the joke last year was that, you know, LeBron and KD, they left Rudy sitting on the in the field, so to say, all draft. And I think that's what ended up happening with Andrew Wiggins because I don't want Trae Young. I don't want Andrew Wiggins. And I think those are all the starters. So I'm going to take a reserve. I'm going to take a guy.
You can't take a reserve. You got to take all the starters.
I don't want Trae, nor do I want Andrew. So, I mean,
yeah, we do things differently here on the Hot Box Talks podcast. So I will allow you, as my co-host, top on the reserve.
Appreciate it. I'm actually going to take Luka the Don Doncic. I don't know if this is 9th or 7th. 9th overall, I think I'm going to take him. Welcome to the squad. I think it's safe to say my squad is killing yours unless Giannis and Ja Morant have all-world games.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that your squad might be killing mine. You do have a lot of names. Both have a lot of names to all-star, but I do believe I'm building a nice little team right here, honestly. And I think if I'm going to do it differently here. I think I'm going to go with my next pick being I mean, why not? I'll go out the limb here. I will pick Karl Anthony Towns. I will pick him to solidify my fully center position, but be specifically an outside center, nothing in the paint because you're too weak for that. So we want everything outside, straight jump shots from you, Karl Anthony Towns. So my next pick, I will go with Cat to round off my starting 5, being Ja, Giannis, Jayson Tatum, and DeMar DeRozan. With Karl Anthony Towns.
That's actually not a bad 5. I take my killing your team comments back. That's not crazy. Won't be a slaughter. But I'm actually going to shake the table a little bit. Trae Young, come on. I need you running my team off the bench. That's crazy. I got the role model / like nuanced version with Steph and Trae Young on the same squad. Might have some minutes with them running together on the floor with each other. That'll be crazy. So Trae Young, welcome to Team Lil.
All right, so you picked the 2 best players from the 2018 NBA draft, and Luka and Trae. So it could be a nice duo. I think for my next pick, I will be going with Devin Booker of the Phoenix Suns. Gives me instant scoring off the bench and could provide very, very numerous amount of points for my bench team. So I'm going to go with Devin Booker as my next pick.
Nice. It gets tough here. I'm actually going to go with I'm actually mad that I took Trae. We'll talk trades later. But I'm going to take fellow Chicago Bull, You got DeMar, so I'm going to go ahead and take his running mate, Zach LaVine, a guy who I think probably is he the most athletic player in the league? He's definitely in that table. Him, John Morant.
Yeah, I was going to say number 12 got that, bro. I ain't gonna lie, but
I don't know,
that's
bro.
just
I
him.
mean, I feel. I mean, I feel you. I feel you. I don't know though. I don't know though. I don't know, but I definitely
Yeah.
feel that John Morant definitely does things that I can't even do in 2K. So
Mhm.
that's crazy. But yeah, Zach LaVine, welcome to the squad.
All right, so real quick update after your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, your seventh pick. We do have a couple players left, a lot of good players left, actually. I think for
Great.
my next pick, I'm going to go with. I like fundamental basketball. I do like my flair as well, but I think I like my fundamental basketball, and I think these two guys off my bench could go crazy with each other. So I'm going to pick Fred Van Fleet, the miniature undrafted player, now rolling the dice and becoming an all-star. I go with Fred to rock with Book, and I think that's a very lethal scoring combination off the bench that could really do damage. Like I'm just thinking about that now. If they really ever got to play with each other, oh my god! But I think my next pick will be, of course, Fred Van Fleet.
It's a great pick. As you know from being my friend off camera, Fred is one of the few players that don't play for the Lakers that I root for. Great player. Happy to see him make it. But I'm actually going to go with the late replacement, DeJounte Murray. I think he'll bring me what I need on the defensive end. When it comes to playmaking, I think he'll be able to find the guys that I have on my team. I think him and LeBron together is like a little brother, big brother thing. They're both signed to Clutch Sports. Rich Paul will be sideline cheering for my squad. So DeJounte Murray, welcome to the squad. Also a player that I root for that doesn't play for the Lakers. One of the few players on that list.
Yep. For my next pick after yours, after you chose DeJounte Murray, I think I want a wing, but I don't know which one I think I want right now. But I'm gonna stay true to the roots. I'm gonna stay true to people I like. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up my dog, even though he shouldn't be here. But go ahead and pick up my dog, Chris Middleton, to solidify my wing position. Gives me extra shooting with Fred and Book. And so I really think I have a crazy bench coming off that's going to match up perfectly with all types of players that I have already starting. So definitely, I'm going to take Chris Middleton right here with that next pick.
Can't lie. Next pick is a guy that I'm surprised is still on the board. Another player. Damn, I guess I keep saying on the short list of players that I root for that aren't on the Lakers, but it's a longer list as this draft keeps going. I guess that just happens when you're a fan of the game the way you and I are. LaMelo Ball, welcome to the squad. Big fan of you, even bigger fan of your pops, just because of what he means for not only you and your family, but our culture as a whole. I think it's great that America got to see a black dad, an unproblematic black dad, in my opinion, just root for his sons. So, LaMelo Ball, welcome to the squad. First time All-Star, teaming you up with Trae Young in the backcourt. Let's go. Let's get it.
All right, so have a couple players left. Some of the players still on the board before we continue. Andrew Wiggins, Jimmy Butler, Darius Garland, James Harden is still on our board. We got who else is left? CP3 is still left. Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell. Could the Utah Jazz players again be left off to the last two picks, even here on the Hot Box Talk podcast? Would be historical, but I do think with my next pick, I am going to go with a guy who I don't really like. I do not like this guy. I think he's a bum. I think he's very overrated. I do think he's only good because he's big.
I know who you're talking about.
I think he's only good because he's big, but gonna go with the size that I do need for my bench, and I'm gonna pick Rudy Gobert of the Utah Jazz to be my backup center. Even though I don't really want to, I'm gonna go ahead and do that because I just need the size.
Rudy doesn't deserve that, man. I actually was with you for our fans. Me and Corey were in perfect alliance on our Rudy Gobert takes until the beginning of this season. You know, I began to turn the corner, come around on Rudy Gobert, just appreciate him for what he is. He has to be, without a doubt, I mean, probably outside of Giannis, probably the best rim runner in the world right now. He has to be. And for what he does, for what he means to his team. I mean, he plays his role well. Like Draymond said, he cried when he didn't make it, so it's only right that he's going to continue to make it for the rest of his career. Jokingly, of course, but congrats on making it. That was great that you took him. But I'm actually going to go with his teammate, who's also on my fantasy basketball team, Donovan Spider Mitchell, another one of my must-see players when I'm not watching the Lakers. Welcome to the squad. I have a crazy guard lineup.
You do. You have a lot of guards.
I have a crazy
You
guard
have a lot
lineup.
of guards. I do think why not get some veteran leadership on my team right now? Going to go ahead and select CP3 of the Suns, matching him up with Book. I didn't know if I really wanted to take CP3 right now, but I'm not going to lose up on that veteran leadership and the guy who's been in multiple All-Star games. So he'll tell the guys what to do. They'll be ready when he's under control. So I'm going to go with CP3 in my next pick. Who are you taking next?
Remaining, we got Garland, Harden, and Wiggins, right?
Wiggins, Garland, Harden, and yes, that is it. So those
Okay.
three are left. So I have two and you have one left.
I have to stay true to my word. My last pick, I thought Harden should not have made it, so I'm not picking you. Garland, you're on my fantasy team. But I think in a game like this, with the guards I have, I'm going to allow Corey to take you. That means Andrew Wiggins, welcome to the squad. I'm teaming you up with your boy Steph. Therefore, you guys should be able to, you should feel as comfortable as possible in the game, especially when I have you two out there with each other. Let's get a win, man. Let's get a win.
So I did misspeak. I like that pick. I mean, that is another versatile wing for you to add onto your team. I like
Oh,
that pick.
Jimmy, I forgot. Jimmy's still on the board, right?
Jimmy Butler is as well as boy. So we both do have 2 and 2. Yes, you do understand that you have messed up. You now understand that you have messed up, and now I had the chance to select Jimmy Buckets of the Miami Heat, first seed in the East, playing good basketball right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with Jimmy Butler on my team.
Shout out Jimmy, one of the most rugged players in the league. He had a quote today saying that he wishes that the league would go back to how it was in the 80s and 90s when players would just be allowed to all-out brawl in the middle of the game. Of course, Twitter didn't like that. They brought up a clip of when Paul Pierce tried to sun him when he was in Chicago, and Jimmy Butler did absolutely nothing. So that's why the internet will always be undefeated. But that leaves Garland and Harden, right?
Yes, our two last options are Garland and Harden. We are splitting the difference. So you make the decision on who I have, and you make the decision on who you have.
Now, see, this is really a tough one. It shouldn't be. We both just spoke about how we don't think Harden deserved to make it. But when it comes out of him and Darius Garland, I like Darius Garland, man. Fuck Harden.
Okay.
Not fuck Harden. Bleep that out. We'll bleep that out. But yeah, man, we don't got time for flopping, man. It's the All-Star game. The ref's not trying to work a whole game. We don't got time for a guy shooting 14 free throws a night. Garland, come run the offense. Come distribute the ball. You, Steph, Trey, LaMelo. Oh my God, Luka Doncic, LeBron James, Nikola Jokic. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yep, wrapping out my team, and obviously I'm going to walk off with the kid, Darius Garland. So, wrapping up our teams, recap. Overall, we have Team Lil with Steph Curry, LeBron James, Jokic, Joel Embiid, Luka Doncic, Trae Young, Zach LaVine, DeJounte Murray, LaMelo Ball, Donovan Spider Mitchell, Andrew Wiggins, and I'm sorry. Did you take James Harden or Darius Garland?
No, I took Garland.
You took Garland. I forget. I have James Harden. Excuse me. Right. So ultimately, you have Garland to wrap out your team, and then for Team Corey, I have Ja Morant, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jayson Tatum, DeMar DeRozan, Karl-Anthony Towns, Devin Booker, Fred Van Fleet, Chris Middleton, Rudy Gobert, CP3, Jimmy Butler, and James Harden. I think the fans are going to go with Team Corey. That's just my opinion. Just because we're so deep. We're so incredibly deep. But leave it in the comments. If y'all think anybody's team could win, let us know. If you guys have a favorite, we'll also drop a poll on our Twitter and Instagram. and let us know what team you guys may be rocking with. So